back. Yes, we're back again, and it's friendly Curse of Oak Island. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Anyhow, season 13, Curse of Oak Island. Here we go. All right, here we are. Season 13, 2-hour premiere episode last night. Of that 2 hours, I bet you want to know this. You probably don't want to know this. You had 40 minutes of commercials. 40 actual minutes of commercials in a 2-hour episode of Curse of Oak Island last night, November 4th. That leaves you 1 hour and 20 minutes of actual Curse of Oak Island episode. Of that hour and 20 minutes, you had about an hour of the narrator recapping season 12, 11, 10, 97, blah, 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 right? Recapped it all. Told us what happened, where it came from, who the treasure, everything. Recapped it all. So we all are up to speed now because none of us know what's going on, right? So for the actual 20 minutes that was in this episode, what was covered? The team, the Laginas and their team, and Katya is back. Gary Drayton's daughter, Katya is back. Billy's over at the money pit. Jack's not here. He's at home taking care of some stuff. Whatever. We'll see you next episode, Jack. Anyhow, Lot 5. Over at Lot 5, Katya goes over. They meet up with the archaeologists. The archaeologists say, We've searched the entire west side. We need you to search the east side. Take your metal detector over there and make some beeps, because nobody's looked at the beeps on the east side, which I find very, very difficult to believe, because in the last 3 years of Lot 5, you would figure that Gary would have a hard-on to get around and metal detect everything. And if you're looking for a treasure, you probably would have metal detected everything. So to believe that you didn't do the east side doesn't sit well with me. But anyhow, Katya goes over, and within a matter of minutes, beep, 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 she finds something. She finds something that doesn't mean anything. It's a small piece of iron or lead or something like that. It's not treasure. Now here's the thing, Gary comes along later, and he also goes over, and within a matter of minutes, beep, 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 not TV minutes, it could have taken all day to find the beep, beep, beeps, right? But in a matter of minutes, it goes over, finds the beep, beep, beep. It's always behind a rock, it's always behind a stem, it's always behind something, it's never in the wide open flat. It's like well marked so they know where to go find it. Anyhow, last season, you might remember, Anthony Vaughn's family had a homestead on Lot 5. Now, the series of small walls that the archaeologists from the Lagina team are over there excavating, and the beads and the buttons and the iron and all that stuff probably come from Anthony Vaughn's house and his family's property that used to be on Lot 5. But the Laginas would have us believe that multiple people from across history, the Order of Christ, the Knights of Malta, the Templars, the Vikings, the Romans, possibly Jesus himself, have been on Lot 5 depositing something in the money pit. So, Lot 5, Anthony Vaughn's house. We're going to spend all season finding Anthony Vaughn's, artifacts and his family belongings, right? Let's see what else we got. The Solution Channel. So the Solution Channel is the solution to the missing treasure. Because in the first 12 seasons, the Laginas found absolutely nothing. Zilch, zero, nothing in the money pit. So the solution was to create this Solution Channel, which is an underground muddy river. Right? A couple years ago, they drew a big caisson, they threw a bunch of powder in it, expected to clear up, it didn't clear up, and they went, you know what, we need a solution for that. It's got to be a solution channel. And because we haven't found anything in 12 years, we must have just pushed that thing right down into the bottom, and it's now just floating down there in this muddy river. So what we're going to do this year is we're going to bring in a bigger caisson, and we're going to drill down deeper, and we're going to break into this solution channel, and we're going to find the treasure. As Rick said, we're going to find one thing. The one thing. If we can find the one thing, we can be heroes with the one thing. And then this gentleman shows up on the island. He might have the one thing. Because way back in the way back machine, there was an individual that drilled one of the first little, caissons down, and it was like that big, 2 inches. And when that auger came up, there was a coin sticking out of the tip of it. And he said, and he grabbed that coin, he stuck it in his pocket. He disappeared. He took that coin and he said, you know what? I'm going to try to buy the entire east side of the island. So he went and he said, can I buy the entire east side of the island? And they went, no, you can't. He never shared the coin. He never showed the coin. Nobody's seen the coin. The coin hasn't existed. And all this time here in 2025, a relative appears with this coin inside of a white folder, and he says, this is the coin that came out of the money pit. And they give it to Emma, and Emma rushes off to the science lab, and she checks that thing out, and she says, this is a Portuguese silver coin. It comes from King Ferdinand back in the 1300s. I am almost positive. And she's wrong. I'll put it up here. She's wrong. This coin actually comes from King Manuel, who is the king after Ferdinand in the mid 1400s to the early 1500s, centuries after the Templars were gone. Yes, the Order of Christ was there. Templars have been gone. They are gone. This coin, in today's standards, is about a $10 bill. Now, if I was thinking about underground buried treasure, would I think a $10 coin would be in that treasure? Highly unlikely, no, doubtful. So the idea that this coin that they misrepresented as being an early Portuguese coin, which doesn't even match because they had hammered coins at that time, is just very misleading. But the time frame that they created from King Ferdinand matches up to the time frame they need us to believe that people were on Oak Island digging down and putting treasure in there, because the King Manuel time frame doesn't match. Now, how do I know this? I did some research on the coin, and it actually says King Manuel on the coin. Okay, so the research that Emma has done on that coin makes me question a lot of the research that Emma has done in the past, because this is blatantly incorrect information on the coin. It was from King Manuel, and here to find out that it was actually a very common piece of currency that was used when the Order of Christ was out expanding the Portuguese Empire, and they carried these things with them because they were basically just $10 bills, so they could buy like grain and food and water and stuff like that, and they was used to trade. And the idea that they was through Rome and the Americas and Brazil, right? Oh my God. They dropped a quarter on the ground, a $10 bill. They dropped a $10 bill on the ground and somebody found it, basically is what it works out to. So the coin that they are calling the one thing is definitely not the one thing. It's not the one thing. Over in the money pit, we'll end here for this hour and 20-minute episode. Over in the money pit, Billy's over in the money pit with his digger, and he's like, you know what? Let's check all the spoils from last year. Now, I was pretty sure at the end of last year that they checked all the spoils, and Gary went over those things like a rat on a riverbank with his metal detector, and they found the piece of pickaxe or something down in there. Well, here we are, lo and behold, Billy's over moving stuff. Gary's out there with his metal detector. Boop, doop, 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 doop. Within a matter of minutes, TV minutes, could have been all day, who knows. He found a bunch more beep, 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 beeps. They pulled it out. It's a bunch of useless metal. Shocker. Over in the actual money pit, they decided to start doing their core drilling into the solution channel, because they got to find the one thing in the solution channel. They're drilling down and drilling. Now, you got to remember, you got to understand that the money pit at this point is like Swiss cheese on top of Swiss cheese on top of Swiss cheese, where you actually have more holes in your Swiss cheese than you have Swiss cheese. Well, down in one of these holes, they hit something. Pap! They pulled it out. It was metal, and they're like, oh, it's... And I'm telling you, go back and watch. As it breaks away to commercial, they're like, it looks like gh, and then it breaks off. It looks like gh, and it breaks off. And they come back from commercial and they're like, oh, it's a piece of metal. It's an old auger bit. And it's an old auger bit because the island is absolute Swiss cheese. And they said, well, you know what? That silver coin from Portugal, from King Ferdinand, which was King Manuel, maybe the guy that was running that drill bit, after he got that coin, he just bailed and he left the drill bit in the ground. See you next week, Curse of Oak Island, Season 13. This is going to be a rocky road. We're going to completely excavate Anthony Vaughn's Lot 5 house. We're going to find a bunch of useless stuff in the money pit. We're going to dig through the spoils. And lo and behold, the narrator is going to put us all to sleep with about 40 minutes of, is it possible? Could it be? Could there have been maybe treasure put on Oak Island? Was it the Romans? Was it the Templars? Was it the Knights of Malta? Was it the Order of Christ? Was it you? Did you put the treasure on Oak Island? See you next Tuesday.